What's going on, everybody? I'm Mike.
And I'm Chad.
Welcome to the Chad and Mike Show. Welcome back. In today's episode, we are actually going to talk about 4 hot stocks. These things are on fire this month. 4 hot stocks to buy in the month of December. There's a lot of action, a lot of things going on this month with Tesla, NIO. They got the vaccines pushing out, a whole bunch of stuff going on, and that's kind of our reason for these stocks being hot. Aside from the fact that they're just off to the moon today. I mean, look at NIO, dude. That thing is just blast off. I mean, just taking off. Tesla's the same way too. They got straight SpaceX on us right here. Elon Musk bringing out SpaceX to send us to the moon. Yeah, so let's go ahead and just jump right into it. So NIO's our first one on the list. This thing, I'm over the last month and a half, this thing has just been blast off. It got caught up in the EV hype, just like everything else did, and it kind of corrected itself, and we saw that in our last video. We kind of went over that correction and where the price is at now. But it looks like I'm starting to think people are starting to buy back in after that sell-off, you know. You had the government pass that bill, so people got scared and thought NIO was going to be delisted, which clearly wasn't the case. But now I'm actually happy with where NIO's at today. It's up 3.6% on the day. It started off really hot. Had the big sell-off, and then people just kind of clearly selling off a little bit, buying in, and now it's blast off, chat.
Yep.
I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy. NIO's up 1,000% on the year so far, and I just find that's crazy. Like
Yeah, just in the last 2 months, it's up over 100%.
right. And
So
if you
that's
just think if you got in on that when it was like $4 or $5, man,
right.
it's stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid. So I'm currently invested into NIO. I know we're both doing really well. We took our profits when it got when the market hit that high. Um, so I bought back in after it started to crash a little bit, and doing good, man, doing good. Um,
Yeah, for sure.
you just can't lie with these numbers. I think NIO is just going to keep going up from now because in January we have NIO Day where they're going to announce that new sedan. And I think that's going to be huge because on the last NIO Day they went up what 50% in one day. I mean, you literally just that's crazy. That's crazy. Stocks don't do that. And when I saw NIO go up 20%, I'm like, dude, there's no way this is going to hold all day. Sure enough, it held. Um, so we'll see where this takes us, and I feel like there's nothing but good coming from NIO, especially coming up to that NIO Day in January. Um, the second one, Norwegian Cruise Lines. I'm invested in this one as well, and I'm up actually 19% in Norwegian. Um, Cruises are starting to kind of work their way back into normal everyday life. I know Royal Caribbean just launched their first. They just launched their first cruise line in December
Their
1st.
first cruise.
Yeah, and that was in Singapore. And I know Europe is getting the vaccines. I think they just started deploying them last week or this week or something, or they're looking to deploy them this week. Um, and I fully 100% expect these kind of stocks, the travel, the airlines. I expect all these to kind of make a comeback, if not double themselves, to get back pre-Rona crash.
Uh, yeah, especially because everyone's been stuck at home for how long? Almost a year now.
Right.
8 months, 10 months, and just everyone wants to get out of their house. So everyone's gonna
Exactly.
start doing traveling, and all these travel stocks and just vacation stocks or
I
whatever.
mean,
They're all
how
gonna
can you lie with that trend, dude? Look at that trend. It's just
right.
nothing but up. Yeah, you have a little bit of pullback, but that's to be expected with all these stocks.
Right, with them
And
going up so high so fast, there's going to be some pullback, but the overall trend is just going to be up.
right, right. And like you said, everybody's stuck at home. You look like you're stuck at home in that fancy studio apartment over there in New
Oh yeah,
York. Yeah. It's definitely going up, and I feel the same way with airlines as well. I'm also into Delta Airlines, and Chad, I know you're into Spirit.
I'm in Spirit. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm up.
yeah.
Let's see real quick. I'm up. I got into it at the beginning of December, so not that long ago. December 1st is when I first bought it, and I'm up over 14% already.
Right, and that's
Uh,
what, 7 days, 8 days,
right.
and
Yeah.
like that's crazy. And the normal stock market is what, an average of 8 to 10
7 to
percent,
10. Yeah.
some something like that return
Yep.
in mutual funds, and it's just like it's crazy. And this is not financial advice. You guys do your own research. We're just a couple guys on YouTube. Do your own research and speak to a financial advisor if you need to um, before you guys start investing in anything. Um, it looks
Yeah,
like the
going back
next.
to Norwegian real quick.
Yeah,
Mike said how much he was up. I got into this
you got into it
November
before I
11th.
did.
Yeah, a little shy of a month ago, and I'm up 34% already, and less than a month. So
Right.
these are doing really good right now. All the
That
travel
that's
stuff's starting to pick up because all the vaccine news. So
that's just to the moon, man. It's crazy. The next one we got on our list is DraftKings. Now this one, some people have been hesitant on. I bought in, and it's treated me good. It's just been nothing but good for me. Um, the reason I'm into DraftKings, they're starting to legalize online gambling.
yeah,
Well,
in
it just
certain states
hasn't
it
been a
was
thing.
banned. Yeah,
Exactly, like you said, certain states are banning it or have banned it, and I feel like it's just gonna keep working its way up until and once the states legalize it, I feel like DraftKings is totally gonna lead the market in this. They DraftKings majors like their major thing is sports gambling, and with the vaccines being pushed out, sports making a comeback. I know NBA starts later this month. They start their season up later this month, so that's good. Football, NFL's on, college football. Everything's starting to make a comeback. We're starting to make a normal. We're starting to get back to normal life here, and I feel like once those sports get to 100% growth, I feel like DraftKings is just gonna take off, and
yeah,
clearly you can see that. I mean, just look at today. There was a little pullback today, right at the beginning, but just people bought on the dip, buy on the dip, and up,
yep.
just up,
It's
up,
up
up.
around 5%
Exactly, exactly,
just today.
and it's crazy. And again, when you invest into what is it, just like mutual funds, you get 8 to 10%. You know,
Right.
I'm sure this year's a little bit different, um, but it when you're just doing stuff like this, man, you're getting half of that in one day. Now it's a little bit more risky, but um, it's just the return is there. And this is why you have to do your research. You have to do research, know what you're buying, like what you're buying. Don't just buy it because of the hype. I know I personally have been burnt on a couple hype trains. I avoid those hype trains now. Just stick to what you know and like what you
And hold
invest
for the
in.
long term.
Exactly. Hold for the
It's the
long
big thing.
term. Don't. I think basing your sales and purchases off of emotions is one of the worst things you can do. I know I've done it. I'm trying to get better. I have gotten better actually, but it's just don't don't do that. Just don't sell off emotion. If it's down for the day, just turn the page off, look away, walk away, do whatever you got to do.
Or buy more.
Exactly. Or buy
Buy them.
on the dip, man. Buy on the
Yep.
dip.
Yep.
And then the last one, Tesla. Tesla. This is no shocker here. Tesla is on fire. They got all the news, the S&P 500 inclusion. What else they got?
Yeah,
The
it's gonna be huge.
exactly the
That's
EV
gonna be
market.
Yeah, the whole EV market's just taking off.
Right.
So
And Tesla started out. I think they opened up at the market like down 2.5%.
yeah, I
Kind of,
believe so.
yeah, and you kind of had this tank, the dip right here, and then just people bought on the dip and up and away it went. I feel like
Yep.
Elon Musk busted out the good old SpaceX and loaded everybody up on it and just off to the moon, dude. Just take off. Um, there was news. I think the reason for the tank this morning was because
That's
they're trying to raise 5 billion more by selling more shares, and
Yeah.
that's usually never good news when it comes to stocks. You usually see the stock tank after that, but dude, with the S&P 500 inclusion, I feel like that's huge for Tesla. Um,
Yeah, that thing's gonna go up crazy amounts once the S&P 500 starts buying all the shares and all the other funds start buying up shares. Um, it's gonna it's just gonna go.
it's gonna go nuts,
Yeah.
and I feel that yeah, when the S&P 500 kicks in, that's going to be crazy. And I think that's coming what mid December sometime. But yeah, I don't know. I just think these all four of these have treated us good. I'm up 16% in Tesla, um, and I feel like I got into that late. A lot of people got
Right.
into the three, four, $500 mark. Heck, man, I feel like I got into that late, but it's been nothing but good for me, and I'm hoping it stays that way. But yeah, I think that's all we have for today's video. If you guys like what you see, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You guys know what to do, and we'll see you guys in the next video.